Then in the morning, before we went on the trip, I casually mentioned my friend is crazy and wanted to share her with me. I was a bit surprised I didn't get the angry reaction I was expecting. She was just disappointed in my friend and said I should speak to him to make an alternative. This gave me some vim. Before we took off, she asked me if my friend has changed his mind, and I said I won't know since we had not discussed it, but I know my girl and I know when she wants to support. I posed as if I was worried and sat throughout the trip, and I think it worked. When we got to the Afenya toll booth, she asked me to park, which I obliged, and the guys took the lead. She then told me she has seen my worry and was willing to support, but only on the premise that it remained among us, and that I also promised not to betray her love. It was like some movie for me, because I knew my girl was a bit rigid with these things. I assured her, I even went to reassure her I would marry her, of course. What else? She mentioned that if I ever left her, she would kill herself. I told her I would even let her fake being drunk so that my friend would assume she did it under the influence. As we drove on, I still had to keep my troubled posture, but I was elated within. I know some of the ladies here will see this as disgusting, but this is common at that level. You're a liar. It's downright disgusting. When we got in that evening, I was a bit concerned as I knew things could backfire last minute, but things went more smoothly than expected. Part of the agreement for verification was to keep the windows open so the one who kept the money and some of the boys could verify the execution. I know it sounds silly and childish, but trust me that these things are common among my peers. So my friends came around as we were chatting, and I started everything. When I was done, my friend joined, and I'm not sure I can speak about the whole experience, especially with where I find myself now. When we got to Accra on Sunday afternoon, I was $10,000 richer. Interesting. I was happy, but then I know the plan was not complete, and I'm not a wicked person, so I wanted to compensate my girl properly. I thus shopped and added $1,000 as her Xmas gift, which she was very grateful for. But there was a bigger problem. I never trusted this girl again after that evening. All of a sudden, I grew suspicious of her actions. Well, things got more worse. COVID hit and my school plans were put on hold. So I had to put up with the girl as I re-strategized. And here I was saying, and I dared not think of leaving her whilst I was still in Ghana. As things worked out, I used work as an excuse to help reduce our frequency of meeting up. But occasionally she would come and spend the weekend. I must say, as the months passed by, I felt I didn't do well with the whole plan, and I should have hatched the plan with someone who we were not close to. Sometimes I get angry with my friend who started all this stupid challenge. I am stuck to this girl who I have lost trust and affection for. Now, I have a more complex issue. I think the girl trapped me. She kept saying my attention for her had reduced and that I always had a story for her. Then early this year, she confronted me with some info about some girl, which I denied. Apparently, she was feeling insecure and hatched a plan to catch me in the act, but it didn't work. So she revealed to me last month that she is already over 2 months pregnant. I am SS and she is in the AS blood group, and she is not willing to even discuss taking the baby out, even though there is a risk of the child being SS like me. Things have moved fast, and last weekend my parents went to give drinks to her family as knocking and some other rights they claim is customary for getting their daughter pregnant without engagement. During the meeting, they agreed to plan and let us have a quick engagement before the stomach shows fully. I'm confused. My parents won't listen to anything I say. They have involved a pastor and even my mentor. I can't even tell them why this will be a mistake. In 2 weeks' time, we need to have an engagement ceremony. I wanted to even convince them to let us do the engagement after the childbirth, but my parents, who are leaders at our church, says it will bring disgrace to them. My mother cried the whole night yesterday as to why I want to bring shame to the family. I want to find a way out, a way to let them know that this means, a way to find them know what this means, but those words can't come out from my mouth. Help me, please. Help me turn this curve. Sometimes I feel like running away abroad, but don't have the resources. Please help. They say God puts together everything to, you're kind of saying, all things work together for the good of those who trust in the Lord. I believe strongly that this lady trusts in God so much and has a pure heart, loves and supports her boyfriend so much. So God is on her side and everything is going
well for her, I guess.
You understand?
I think God is on his side too.
How?
Well, I mean, how is God on his side? God is on his side in terms of you have your parents involved, and God also gives us a choice.
Okay.
God is on your side when you can make your own choice. So just like Eve went to the garden and she had a choice to take the apple and give it to Adam, and she had a choice to leave the apple. So my friend, you have a choice. So your situation is not that serious. It's a choice.
Okay. So, Dorothy, how did you feel when you read the story?
I'm very much excited. That's because of that. I have a new hair or new. I wanted to bring King Crass. I can go to and lash him. And lash him. Give him like 10 strong strokes. So
He deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, everything is your fault. You started this whole thing.
You understand? But then again, let's talk about, sorry to cut you.
It's fine.
Let's talk about the female factor in the story.
Yeah.
A lot of times women will always do anything and everything for the one they love.
Yeah.
If they don't love you, forget.
Yeah.
They won't even bother. But if a woman loves you, the length at which you go to please you and make sure you are okay and happy, even if it's at the expense of their own life.
Yeah, they would, yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to build a point up. So then this comes to play with this lady's story. This is having to sleep with someone because your boyfriend claims that he owes him. I wonder how she did not downright say, no, this is never happening. We can pay him whatever you owe him if it's financially, because she was ready to go get a loan in her name for her boyfriend. So this can only tell you the extent. And clearly the man made it clear that this woman loves me. She would do anything and everything for me, because then she pays for my DSTV, so say I would enjoy soccer when she is enjoying cantata or whatever anywhere else, right? But then again, the fact that she didn't even downright or say right there and then that this is wrong, I am not going to get involved in this. If you owe him, how do you owe him? What can we do? Me going to bed with you and your friend is a no-no. How did she not know that this is going to come back and bite her?
Yeah, I think, I mean, if you follow the pattern, he said it, that she is in love. I mean, I don't think at this point it's love, because he knows how to manipulate her, or in a sense that he knows that he doesn't have that self-esteem, self-confidence, and, you know, like he said, he knows that he will get his way with her. That is how come he can boldly ask it. I mean, if you know you're dating a crazy girl,
you won't even bring this up.
You won't even bring it. But I feel like he has had his way so many times, maybe with other things he was thinking it's impossible. So I feel like that he had to play it out, make it, had a lot of things he had to do. Not like he didn't come out straight away to say it.
Yeah, he acted out.
Yes, meaning that he knew.
Just manipulated
so he knew that,
right
of course, the girl would say no, somebody will say no. Somebody will say, no, she said no. But he had a way. Because it's his pattern, that's what he does.
But
such men going for people that can do things for them. Don't go for somebody that, like KTG,
very true,
tell you, no,
who's opinionated.
Well, it depends. The thing is,
she's in love.
You guys know the song, Love is Blind.
And exactly what I was saying. So there you wanted to cut me, but then now it comes back to it. The fact that if a woman loves you, it doesn't matter the length they have to go, even if it's putting their own life on the line.
But if you think about it, Love is Blind. She's stupidly in love. Let me say stupidly. She's a fool. Because she's not thinking logically. You could be in love with someone, but a mature, logically thinking woman that is in love with a man would always think to love herself first before the man. So for her, she doesn't love herself first at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't even say whether it's even love, because if you don't love yourself,
how do you let your partner lure you into this? Because I feel like she didn't even ask enough questions. Because there's nowhere there that states that, okay, and she asked questions. Because he did say that when he brought it up, she didn't say no. And again, he was surprised she wasn't even angry.
Right.
Because then, of course, every wallpaper, can you go to your girlfriend? You don't have one, but let's assume you do.
How do you know
He doesn't. Can you go to her with this? Yes, if you're going to be, if you can't go to her with this, what would be the first reaction that you'd expect from your girlfriend?
First of all, I am sad for telling me I don't have a
You don't have.
I know, but you didn't have to do that.
Don't
I can't go to my girlfriend with this.
Exactly.
And if I go to her with it, I expect her to beat me up.
Do you understand?
Well, I mean, wait a minute.
Because
now,
he even said that he was
though.
expecting a reaction, an angry reaction.
The age also counts, because when we're young, we're stupid. Let's be real.
They are
when
not
we're
young,
adult, how old?
We don't know, but I'm sure they hit that.
I picked from the story. They are in the university.
The university. So when you're in university, is still an adolescent type of age.
Honestly,
so
university is not adolescence. Please,
let me tell you,
University is
but
actually
to
the
our
era of
parents,
foolishness.
It
But to our parents, we're still considered
let's say the era of foolishness starts from the secondary school.
And it goes until you graduate from the university.
You go into a book. Come on.
No, to your parents, you're still considered a child. With me,
would you have accepted something like that?
No, because I'm not that type. But
exactly.
I do know that in the university people do that.
Mostly I do let you ladies have your say and everything, but tonight I want you to put yourself in this situation, because just as we were talking about it, yes, it happened in their days in school. There are youngsters in school who could have come face to face with this situation, and then they will say, oh, Katie sat here, or Dorothy said, oh, it is an era of Jimmy or foolishness, so and then they go and do it. So let's put ourselves, because right now we are all trying to empower and build the youngsters.
I know where you're coming from,
so,
but if I'm putting myself in the shoes, I'm putting myself in my experience. If I was at that age, it will crush your mind. At that age, maybe your girlfriend is crazy enough to actually have that conversation with you.
Yes, something similar happened in school.
Yes, it happened.
When I was in the uni, Legon, so we went out, and then we're having conversations, like we're sitting out of the club, and then one guy was like, hey, right now girls are having sex with people for iPhones and stuff, and then one lady was like, she would never do that, and then a man said, not a man, but he was elderly. It was like, so if I want to give you 1,000 Ghana cedis and have sex with you, would you do it? And the girl said no. Then he took the money out, and then the next question was, are you serious?
From the girl?
Yes, we were all shocked.
For 1,000?
This is 1,000 Ghana cedis. We were all like...
I have a similar story.
Yeah.
You seen the money physical, so and she was considering it.
So, okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I will say I'm going to, but thank you. So then wait, Dorothy said it would, you did every day something would cross your mind. And I like the fact that you're very honest. It has crossed your mind.
Honestly, if I was in the girl show, honestly, I would have done it. That's how crazy I was back then.
To pay for your boyfriend.
I pay for international.
Wouldn't the first question be to ask?
No, I'm just saying, even
debt?
if I'm gonna get angry and ever, I was so madly in love with somebody that actually I was in the same room with the person, and the person was actually doing things with somebody else, and I was still there.
Let me tell
That's
you
how
something.
crazy it is. So
Wait,
trust me, if you don't
you
know,
are
you don't
sitting
know.
there watching them do their thing.
I do.
Similar to-
Definitely. So I'm just trying to tell you that. I'm just trying to tell you that it is very, very, especially when they actually see you to be their all.
Yeah.
After that time, I was just me. So the boy to me was like a parent.
Everything.
Everything to me. And that's at that time, you know, I didn't have any older person to let you know how love is. To understand that this is not love. This is you killing yourself.
Right.
So in your mind, it is love because the person loves you. That's what you find a way to define
young
the love. That's what I'm trying to say. So
dumb
after that
love.
time, they are all saying so many things. They're all finding a way to make whatever they are doing saying to them and feel like they belong.
Look, I can relate to DJ.
So just as we are talking about the university being, I'm sure some of the tertiary students will come for us right now.
Wow,
but then that we are saying
I'm
that
sure they'll tell the truth. They'll tell the truth.
So just as we are saying that is a grounds for breeding all this silliness and all that. So yes, it may cross your mind, and you might even do it if you're not that exposed and you do not have the right people to talk to.
Parents
Great. So then we also know that since is an era or a hub for silliness or in quotes stupid stuff, I'm sure it would have also crossed the mind that the video could be recorded as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
So then what happens? Because, yes, it's your uni days, but if once someone has your nude, so whenever I talk about this, I remember a friend who says whenever she hears that sex tape apart, she goes to work because she knows some silly people who took nudes of her in the past. She wants to make sure that none of them have been silly enough to put it out.
Right.
So then it would cross your mind that, yes, this could happen, is a possibility. And even if you can get past the fact that, okay, it was the sex was a one-time thing, if your video is recorded in that act and it is put out, or whoever has it, it could come out at any time, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years down the line, and it will just come and just destroy whatever reputation, good reputation you may have.
I think it depends on how you come out about it, though.
How so?
I mean, nowadays it's accepted. Like, nuded videos will come out. So the question is, how do you handle it? Do
Who
you stay
accepted it?
No, I mean, it's accepted as it can happen.
Okay.
Like, it can happen.
Okay.
So it's how you handle the situation, like Tiwa Savage did.
Okay.
But, yeah, it just can happen.
No. That is the American version.
No, this is international.
No.
This is international.
Not
what
in
I'm
this
trying to say is
but in this country, you have what? The youth, there was a young lady who was the teacher was having sex with the young lady on the stool. That video came out, right? Then there are other videos of other people coming out with, so I'm just saying it's now a norm for videos to come out.
That's what I'm saying. So wouldn't it be a thing for you to think about it?
No,
to think about
see,
what?
As at that time,
At that point.
no, trust me, when you're in university, you think the whole world is that university. Honestly, when we're in Lagos, we thought
You don't care
the
of the
whole world was
aftermath.
Lagos.
It would surprise you
Trust
to
me,
know the
you would
amount
think.
wasn't $10,000. Because
Right?
it was less.
I would
Trust me, I'm sure
have
it
to
will be
ask for
less.
more money.
Because
Yeah.
definitely it will be less. I just feel he's saying it.
He's
so
saying it 'cause he
makes
didn't
it
want
look
to-
like,
He should have asked for more money.
Maybe when you were back,
That's just about
University,
80,000 Ghana cedis.
just
Maybe
bring
what
out
people can give it to us
$10,000.
tonight.
maybe when you were in
Maybe
school,
not
maybe you
tonight,
had those
I know.
mentors around
I
you,
trust
or
you.
you had your parents around you, so maybe it never crossed your mind. Trust me, when you're in there alone, especially from a boarding school, and they throw you all the way in university, and you have all this freedom. Trust me, you think that's the whole world, though. You don't even think of
Even
Tema or
if you're-
Accra. You think the school, the walls of the
From
school,
Okonglo.
Even if
from
your
Okonglo
parents
to your-
advise you,
that is life for you, honestly.
but
that
even
is
if your
life for you.
parents advise you or a mentor advises you, you're still gonna do it because you want the
that one,
experience.
that one. If you're gonna do it, you know you have people to answer to. You don't understand. There are
What do you
people-
mean to
the
answer
level?
to?
No, you have
See,
people
that's
to
what I'm
answer
saying.
to. No.
Katie still
You
has
don't
the
get
American-
it.
No, it's not the
No,
American.
when you're living with your parents and you're doing something, so even maybe having sex with your boyfriend and everything, you actually think about it because in the sense that when you get pregnant, you know you have people to answer to.
Yeah.
Because you're home, you cannot even.
And I'm saying, overseas,
if you have
people
bigger
have
sisters,
people to answer to too.
Yeah, no.
You think it doesn't happen in America?
What I'm trying to say, it does. But what I'm trying to say that
sometimes,
but we're in the 21st century now. Nowadays, parents are not like the old
and our traditions will not
the thing is that honestly, when we're back in school, most of us were living double lives. What you do with your friends in school is different from when you are at home with your parents. My grandmother never knew I could drink alcohol. When I can put a vodka in Vortex bottle and I put it in the fridge. It was one of this girl who was like, she likes tasting things. Was full. She liked tasting things in the fridge, and she took the bottle and she tasted it.
So
she liked that.
No be now.
Don't be now.
Hey, right.
Don't be now. That I'm trying to say that you won't do that when your parents are around. But you have
or maybe
freedom,
it's the kind of family I come from.
Exactly. When you have the freedom, and you don't have that sexual talk or whatever with your family, or
whatever
family.
You get outside
yes.
is what
so
you
whatever whoever tells you whatever, you take it.
Okay.
So trust me, that guy can have a way. Trust me, the guy that showed me how to drink alcohol. Like they lined them up, and he saw me as an experiment. In that moment, I was excited. Do you get it? I was excited because I'm not trying to be bougie. I'm trying to belong. But he was looking at me like, woo, I'm going to work on this one. Do you get it?
And he did a good job.
Oh, he did a good job on it.
But it was your choice.
No, it wasn't. I'm not saying it's wrong. What I'm trying to say is that maybe it would have been different if I could have those kind of talks with my parents.
Oh, please. People have talks with their parents all the time.
I feel like if I had my big sister to talk to me about these things,
my parents advised me when I was
she's
growing
coming
up.
from her side.
Yeah, my side. Yeah, what I'm trying to I've done some extreme stuff for a guy before, so that I don't rule this one out in the sense that I wouldn't. I told you I've paid fees. I've paid fees. I bought a motorbike. I've paid for a lot of things.
Where is he? Where's the ring?
He's even married now to a white woman. I'm just saying, he's married to a white woman. Honestly. That's my first. Everybody knows about him. I don't even want to mention his name. Everybody knows about him. No, mention. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So I have been there, so I know how it is. They find a way to block you, make you feel like I'm not saying that I feel sorry or
you mean
it's
peer
not
pressure?
Not peer pressure. That kind of thing where you don't have anyone telling you how love is. And you'll find it out. Whoever throws it at you defines it for you, and you also accept it because it feels okay with you as at that time. What I'm trying to say, I didn't have a big sister who was telling me, no, that is wrong. He'd tell you to do something like that. No, I've been a man yet. You didn't have that. You had friends that were more like, oh, your guy is cute, your guy is nice. So you're also trying to keep it up.
I get that point.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not. I don't feel happy or I'm not proud of what I did. What I'm trying to say, I did that because of what I thought it was. Love was as at that time.
If your situation was different.
Yes, I think I wouldn't have done certain things.
I get your point, but then still, your parents or your mentor can still advise you, but you'll still go wayward.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, that one there.
Definitely, that one there. No one is disputing that.
But what I'm trying to tell you about here in uni, when you're in the university, you feel like the whole world is that university. That's it.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so great. So the possibility of your nudes coming out or the video coming out, I don't know. The fact that it was an extremely extreme thing to do for a guy. But then, now, mine is, this woman was doing, this young lady was doing everything from a very good place.
Yeah.
It was from a place of love, a place of support. A woman who loves her man enough to make sure that she wants to do everything to see him happy, to see him pleased, to see him comfortable, because she didn't even like the fact that he had a long face and a worried looks. That was what made her go ahead and agree to the whole thing. Now, after this man says that I don't trust her no more because I feel she can do anything with just about anybody. Forgetting that she did this because it is you, right? And she wouldn't do it for just about anybody, but she would do it for just you. And she did it because it was only you. And she did it from a place of love, like I said before. Now this gentleman feels, no, I can't trust this young lady anymore. So even the promise of getting married to you, I don't want to live up to it. Now, God being so good, yes, he wanted to elope. So you see, he loves her, but I feel he was just using her, riding her still.
He never wanted to elope her.
Because then he wanted to even move. He has the mentality of marrying a white woman. Yeah. So then, the lady, she's okay. She should relax. Go eat and go for the baby to develop well. Let's come to the gentleman.
Okay.
I feel like he doesn't even see anything wrong with what he's done.
No, he doesn't.
I would like to say that adolescent foolery, okay, not even adolescent, youth, young man foolery. In our youth, we will act crazy. But as we get older and mature, we start to figure out our ways.
Okay.
So for him, I think he has come to a point where he's realized, I made a mistake, you know? He didn't take a look at the fact that this girl is blindly in love with me. She'll do anything for me. Remember, in the beginning of the story, he mentioned that he has a benefactor.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, why didn't you use the benefactor instead of this
That's
girlfriend?
someone's mom.
No, but still, an older woman would have more experience.
But why would
There's no way that will work. This woman is paying you.
There are older women that will do the threesomes. There are older women that will be don't say yes to
have that conversation.
They call them sugar mommies.
No, you can't manipulate that one. That one that is giving you money, you can't disrespect her.
How is it disrespecting when you can just
ask her? It's not disrespecting, but I'm saying that you can't even bring up the conversation.
Someone that is giving you money.
She's taking care of you. How do you go and
be
tell her?
surprised in this society today. There are older women. They're doing these things with young men.
Do you live in?
No, I'm talking about here in Ghana. I have friends, I know.
Wait, are you sure these women are their benefactors?
They're benefactors, they're the sugar mummies, and they don't mind to have some company.
The women will be the one to say
for it,
that this is what I want you to do. Not you, the sugar baby.
The sugar baby can ask for it if the woman is comfortable enough to do it with him. If they've done it a few times, why can't he say, oh, let's go do it again?
Like he said, she's just there for the money.
So but my point is he should have used the benefactor instead of the girl.
It wouldn't have worked, so let's just put it. Because I'm not even sure he can. I'm not even sure he can beat. Because at this point, you are just a toy boy for this woman. She does whatever she wants to do with you. She gives you the money.
What you do to the girl, she does it
exactly.
To you.
She moves on easily. But with the girlfriend, she was already blindly in love. She would do anything for you.
She said, "I'll kill you." Taking care of you.
No, she said, "I'll kill myself if you leave me." Go to the benefactor, my friend. Guys, please. If you find a lady,
Katie. Don't let him come for you. It's okay. You just
no, but guys should understand. Like, go for the benefactor, not the girlfriend who says, "I will kill myself for you."
Not that one.
Because the benefactor just wants to sleep with you. They just want the, the pum pum.
No,
what do they call pum pum is vagina? How do you say it for the man?
I don't know.
Okay, but anyhow, I don't want to say it in tree, but
I love it.
You get my point. The benefactor wants to. Well, they say cote, but the benefactor wants to. Yeah, the benefactor wants that. She wants the man's, thing. She wants the satisfaction. She wants the company. So it's easy to break away from that. But with the girlfriend who says, "I will kill myself if you leave me," he made the mistake to use her in the situation.
Okay.
Wow. That's my point.
Okay.
Wow. He did mention. Didn't he mention he should have used someone else? He mentioned in the story he should have used somebody else. Wow. My friend, you should have used the benefactor.
Okay.
And then also ask for more money, because $10,000 is not enough.
It's not enough.
He could have gotten $20,000 and give at least $10,000 to the girl, not a girl.
What did you take before coming on the show? Did someone spike your drink?
She has destroyed the table.
Okay. She didn't shake it though. She damaged it. Anyway, so like I'm saying, if this gentleman had come with, say, some sort of remorse and said, okay, this is what happened, and yes, I don't trust her anymore. I am sorry for putting her in this situation or whatever. We could have actually, do you get what I'm saying? But now, he sees nothing wrong with the fact that you used this girl, you manipulated her, and now you even want to ditch her and say that she trapped you with a baby. What do you mean by
two ways. I feel like he is wrong, but at the same time, I don't feel he's wrong.
Okay.
Wow.
Because we do crazy things in our youth, but at the same time, if you had a heart, you never would have done that.
I understand. We do crazy stuff, but when it's time for you
we are wrapping up.
When it's time for you to, face your consequences, you face them.
Exactly.
So
let's move forward.
If he doesn't want to marry the girl, then he should come clean. I mean, be a bigger person and come clean and say it as it is. That yes. at least for once you know that you're bad person.
Communicate.
Yeah,
let
so
her know that,
communicate.
okay.
Not even for her, to your parent, because it's the married thing that is worrying you right now.
But
You don't really mind.
Okay,
you don't really mind that she's going to have a baby.
Yeah.
Yours is you getting married to her. So tell your parents, this is now bury. This is what happened. Not even everything, but maybe why you can't marry her back.
Okay.
At the same time, I like the fact that he also has conscience, and that is that you're also going to say things that you've done to the girl. Now it shows that you know what you did was wrong.
Thank you.
That's the thing that hurts me in all this thing.
Yeah.
You know that what you did.
And that's what I'm saying.
Wrong.
So even if he had started off with an
yeah.
apology to her, then we could even
but now you're saying
try
this person
and say,
is trapping you. This lady
she's like, you don't even see what you've done wrong.
You are
to
having
her.
sex with this lady without protection. What were you expecting?
Anyway,
a babu.
You've been using this girl to whatever. If COVID had not hit, you would have just left her.
Yeah. No, you had it all planned out. Like he had it all planned out. I'm walking into your life. I'm walking into your life thinking that I'm having a boyfriend, but you also had your plan. So I'm going to use this girl. When it gets to a point, I'll ditch her.
He was selfish, but it's not all his fault, though.
That is fine.
Like, we can't just blame him.
It didn't go as planned. So now you face the music.
But we can't
the same
blame
way that,
everything.
let's say I was crazy back in my days, right?
Mute their microphones and
right now I have my leak videos.
I don't know.
I
what do you have to
take
say?
my consequences.
We are leaving. Our time is up today. I wasn't even
it was totally wrong. It was totally wrong of him.
Right.
He should either go and tell the girl and then give the girl the $10,000 and leave her alone.
Yes.
Or just stick to the girl and then Charlie.
Yes.
Right.
So he ends up in the mortuary.
You should marry.
Actually agree with
abroad.
in a way. I actually feel that all he needs to do is communicate to this young lady. See, tell her what you're thinking or what you're feeling now. This thing you've been feeling is since the event. I don't know how many years it's been now, but you're still holding on to it and you've been going on with whatever it is you had with her. Let her know that because of what happened in the past, this is how you feel about her now. Because I don't think going on with this relationship or marriage is going to aid any of you. You're just going to stress this young woman and the baby. So please, tell her now. Be honest with her. This is how I feel after what happened. I haven't been a man enough, because you really haven't been a man enough to come out and tell you, but this is it and I am sorry. The truth is this happened. It was a bet. People are winning bets now. So it was a bet, it happened, this is the amount.
This is the money.
Do you understand? And so fairly, I feel like I owe you $4,000.
$4,000?
Add it up to her. Apologize to her sincerely. And then just go and see if God will forgive you. But say, I'm your authority to be the judge on this case.
Much restraint.
Hey!
I don't try. You try.
But on that note, this is where we are drawing the curtains. I'm so sorry I couldn't do messages tonight. The ladies came in, they danced, we had fun, conversations. KT Society, we all are going to join that society.
Join my society.
And then by
It's
Monday, we'll
Ghana.
let you know, and I said to say, but we're going to have a party in the studio right after here, and then we'll take it everywhere or wherever. Just follow us on socials for the location. Have a great evening. Have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe. Let's love lead. And don't go riding what you don't want to keep in future. I'm done.
DJ Wallpaper.